In this section, I'm going to show you how to set up this wing folding mechanism and this fire breathing movement for the dragon using set-driven key Action Constraint Builder add-on that I made. So first, I have a deformed rig of this dragon model, and it is already weight painted. And there's a few bones that are controller, which is this is going to control the head and the neck. This is going to control the left wing, right wing, and this is going to control both wings. So let's see how are we going to set this up. First, I need to go to the pose mode, and I'm going to select the controller. I'm going to load this controller as driver, and in this case, I'm going to use the location X as the driving channel. So I'm going to use X location, local space is fine, I'm going to load it. And next, I'm going to select the bones that is going to be controlled by this controller, which is all this wing bone. I am going to load driven, and now everything is ready and we can start posing our dragon. Immediately, I can just press set driven key. Immediately, I can just press set driven key, and it is going to set up all the constraints and action that is needed. Next, I can start setting my next position. Let's say I want the wing to fully open when its position is here. Make sure that it is the correct axis or the correct channel that you are using, and then I'm going to start posing my wings. And set key again, and now it is done. So left wing is now done. We can work on the other part. Let's work on the head, and I'm going to load this as driver, and instead of X location, let's use Y location. So Y location, I'm going to name this head control. Okay, next I'm going to select the head, the jaw, and the neck. And then I'm going to load it as driven. And same thing, I'm going to set key, I'm going to move this down, and I'm going to now pose the head. Set key again, and now the head is done. Now you see that only one side of the wings is done. I need to do the other side. So first I need to make sure that my bones are properly named. For example, one side would be .r and the other side is going to end with .l. This is important, or else the add-on is not going to detect the correct bones. Very important is you need to have the flip version of the control bones exist. So if you do not have this bone, this feature will not work. So to flip this, first I think I want to rename this constraint first. So I'm going to call this wing fold left. And I can click this mirror button, and I click OK, and it is going to set up the other side. So you can see that now it is working. If I want to make modification, I can. Let's see what kind of modification that we can make. Let me just turn this finger. So I can go to the previous and next frame. And I'm going to just rotate this, and I'm going to set driven key. Now left side and right side is now not the same. So if I want to reflect the change to the other side, I can just go to the one that I have changed, and I'm going to just click this button, and it is going to flip the result to the other side again. And now you can see that the result is changed. I'm going to change this back because that doesn't look very nice. So I'm just going to click this, I'm going to flip this again, and now it is working again. Now you can also flip the other side. For example, I can just, let's say I change this to like that. I need to make sure that I'm in the correct driver, set driven key. Now this is under the key in here. I can just click this in here, and it is going to reflect the changes to the other side. Oops. There we go. So if I copy and paste flip this, you can see that the changes is now reflected. So I don't like these changes, so I'm just going to change it back. Set key, and I'm going to just flip it, and there we go, we're done. I can make both the wings to unfold and fold at the same time. So I'm going to use this as controller to control both of the wings controller. To do this is basically the same thing. I am going to load it as driver, and I'm going to use the Y axis. So load, Y location, wing control. Click OK. And I'm going to load that to controller as driven, and I'm going to set driven key. If I click this up, I'm going to just move this to the next key, and I'm going to set key. Now I can open both wings at the same time, and I can manually affect the other wings manually if I want.